In this module, we're going to talk about the two main pathways for devices, the 510K and the PMA. Let's start with the 510K. Can you talk us through the basics of the clearance process?
Sure. 510K is for devices that are substantially equivalent to other 510K devices. FDA clears these products for marketing, but does not approve them. Approval is limited to a more detailed review of a product's safety and effectiveness for PMA devices. In 1976, when the device law was enacted, FDA took everything that was on the market and placed it into one of three regulatory categories: Class 1, Class 2, or Class 3. Class 1 and 2 products are those that are eligible for 510Ks. Class 3 products were allowed to remain on the market until FDA called for PMAs. What this has done over time, of course, is to attenuate somewhat the comparison, since it's a little difficult to compare a 2009 device to something on the market before 1976. So to avoid this situation where you're comparing a brand new Cadillac to a Model T Ford, Congress changed the law to say that you could compare a device to something that was lawfully on the market under a 510K in order to show substantial equivalence. There's one additional category that Congress created relatively recently that's called the Novo 510K, and this is limited to products for which there is no predicate, but which are very low risk. So without the de novo process being available, companies would have to do a PMA for devices of that type, which didn't make sense if the product was truly low risk. So the de novo category allows products to be marketed under a 510K as long as the company can demonstrate to FDA that the product is low risk, and they can develop what are called special controls to establish the requirements for what a 510K must contain. And a recent example of this is a breast mapping device, where the device keeps an electronic record of a clinical breast exam instead of the doctor having to rely on his or her notes with respect to that exam.